Do you experience self-doubt, or what I like to call imposter syndrome? Did you know that 70% of people will experience this in their life? If you're experiencing self-doubt, stay tuned to learn how to deal with this sometimes crippling emotion. Welcome to Kimono Therapy, a ritual to process life. My name is Christina Burgess. Before we get started about this message about imposter syndrome, let's just take a moment for some sound therapy and use the bowl. So, I like to call my self-doubt imposter syndrome. And when COVID hit, I had to close down my brick and mortar doors and I couldn't see clients physically anymore. And I knew I had to do something different. And I ended up taking courses online, and I ended up creating a course online. And this next clip that you're going to watch was recorded in front of 900,000 people. Now, I took a 5-day challenge, and I was asked during that 5-day challenge to share my success story. However, what ended up happening was something that my mentor, Dean Graziosi, saw within that clip. So I'm just going to pause for a moment now and let you watch it, and I'll get back to you momentarily.
That framework that you're usually just serving who you used to be, right? Or who you were before you learned it. But I got to go through, and then I'm going to get to the teaching, but I got to share because I watched so many videos last night, from Carolina to Norma to Michelle to Kushal to Sandra to Deanna to Rochelle, Debbie, Mark. I mean, the list, I wrote down all the names I listened to, and I watched as many videos as I could. You guys ruined my sleep in an amazing way, and you put my heart. I was so filled last night. My wife came in, she goes, "Why are you crying?" I'm like, "You got to watch this one." So many breakthroughs, so many people busting beliefs, but I got to share a few. First off, Christina, who's going to be an energy healer. I watched your video, and you said you're afraid to put yourself out there, that you're a nobody, why wouldn't the world, would people listen to me? And she thought she had to be perfect before sharing that her life had to be perfect. This woman was amazing. I got goosebumps. She put tears in my eyes, because then I watched her take this walk with a nervous energy, and she said, "No, that's the old me. The new me is I have the experience, I have the skills, I have the passion, and I have the ability to help others, and I must." Could we please give it up for Christina for being so brave? Right?
So when I recorded that video, I didn't think it was going to go anywhere, but I was experiencing a lot of self-doubt, and originally I wasn't going to post it. But I did it anyways. I felt the fear and I did it anyways. I posted it, and the next thing you know, during this challenge, he called me out. And I'm not sharing this to brag. I'm sharing this because we all experience self-doubt in our life, and it holds us back from where we're meant to go and what we're meant to do. And I am so glad that I felt uncomfortable. I felt nervous. He saw it, but he saw the other side of my success story. Self-doubt can be so crippling. My message this week is if you're experiencing imposter syndrome, feel the fear and do it anyways. The first time I posted a video online on social media, I literally, when I hit the post button, I shut everything down and I didn't go back to it for at least 24 hours because I was afraid of negative reaction. Someone was going to look at me as a fraud, but I knew that I have messages that I want to share with the world, especially when I had to close my doors. I couldn't see people physically anymore. How was I going to share Reiki? How was I going to share healing? I had to take uncomfortable action. So again, I'm not sharing it to brag. The message this week is if you are experiencing self-doubt, if you feel like a fraud, the more uncomfortable action you take, the less you're going to feel it. It's still going to be there. I even have self-doubt creating this video. I have self-doubt every message I share on a weekly basis, but I take uncomfortable action because I know these messages, even if they reach one person. So my message to you this week, again, if you're experiencing imposter syndrome, if you're experiencing self-doubt, if you feel like a fraud, feel the fear and do it anyway. Because it will take you places that you wouldn't even know would take you. I didn't think 900,000 people would see that video. He also shared my course the following day during the challenge to over like almost 1 million people. It's been unbelievable. So take uncomfortable action, feel the fear, do it anyways is the message this week. Okay, guys? Like, comment, share. I look forward to seeing you guys next week. I hope this helps someone out there if you're experiencing self-doubt, okay? Much love to you all. I will see you next Wednesday at 9 o'clock. Oh, one more thing I forgot to mention. If you need some courage, take some of mine.